Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to day 4 with Ty. Ty's Truth, my YouTube channel where I speak in hopes to encourage y'all to do something that doesn't normally feel comfortable for y'all, while I'm doing something that doesn't feel comfortable for me while speaking on camera to really myself, hopefully to many people in the coming up weeks and days and months and years of having this YouTube channel. All right. So for day 4, we're going to speak about responsibility. Something that we all hate, but we all have to do, bro. And having a why, you know. You might think about, what am I talking about? What does that mean? Like a why? Like what are you talking about, Ty, man? Like a why you do something for. What are you doing this for? Why are you trying to reach this goal? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want that? That's your why. But let's start off with responsibility. Responsibility is something that everybody has. It might not seem like the biggest thing, but it's something that really, how you treat responsibilities will determine how great you will be as a person. You know, I played sports growing up a lot, so all my coaches would tell us about responsibility because a lot of us were kids who didn't have too many father figures in their life or even like male role models and who needed something. And he was always telling us responsibility. Whenever you're in that field, you're responsible for your part. I don't want you to give up on your team just like how some fathers give up on their kids. We don't want a lot of single baby daddies on the court, on the field. We don't want a lot of single baby daddies on the field, future single daddies, because they're not going to do shit right. They're not going to do nothing right. Let's be honest. Let's be real. But basically, responsibility, bro. Y'all gotta take care of responsibilities, bro. There's no way you're gonna get up in life if you don't handle the small things, like making your bed in the morning, man. That's an easy responsibility that most of us can do, but you don't think that you have to do it, bro. And it's not necessarily that you have to do it. You don't have to do nothing. It's just the fact that you thought about it and you decide not to do it. Maybe you're gonna think about it and decide not to take care of your kids. You're gonna think about it and not decide, and your kid's gonna die of starvation. Okay, you're not gonna do that. Treat your bed like you would treat your kids. I don't know. Do it. Fix it. Attend it. Mm, attend it. That's the word. All right. Before I got cut off, bro, we switching to the next segment, which is having a why. And having a why, and this and what we're talking about today is like giving up something that's comfortable for something that's uncomfortable and is going to help you move further on in life. Like if you're complaining about not having enough time in a day to do something which could give you lots of money and generate you wealth for years and years to years to come, and instead you're playing the game for 6 hours a day, your why is not great enough because would you would rather stay comfortable playing the game 6 hours a day than being uncomfortable, taking a little bit time out of that 6 hours a day, 3 hour, maybe just 3 hours a day, and you take that off and put it into something that's going to help you gain money. Even that's going to help you grow and develop more as a person than just than being comfortable. Too many, like, come on, we don't need to be comfortable, bro. Humans are made to be uncomfortable so we can develop and actually get somewhere further on. And it's just that grinding mentality there again. Like, even I feel like hot take, man, thugs have a greater why than most people realize. You know how great your why has to be for you to be like, fucking, I'm gonna take the risk to go to jail. I'm gonna take the risk to get killed. I'm gonna take the risk, and I'm gonna go get this money, bro. I'm gonna chase these money, chase these digits, because most of them are in a situation where they have to. It's either to do that or do something else where they don't think that's gonna help them get further along. Because what's being put in their head and how the street life is actually so it's glamorized. I'm gonna be honest. In some of these areas, it's glamorized to make it seem like, oh yeah, quick money, flipping dough it. I got money, cash flow it, get the chains, diamond rings, and all the grills and shiny things. You know what I mean? It's not as nice as people really put it out to be. It's a lot of hardship, a lot of loss, like a lot of failed brotherhoods. But it's building a bond with people that you feel like you can really trust, which is something that a lot of men seek. Like seeking back on responsibility and how my coach felt like if we wasn't responsible in the field, it's gonna relate in real life, and we're gonna leave our families and stuff. A lot of these men who left their families with kids who are looking for strong role models, male role models, and they find it on the streets, and now they're stuck in the streets. You're just starting a cycle that repeats itself, and someone has to break it, and that's the hardest thing to do because then you got to get uncomfortable and find something completely different. Separate yourself and find a completely different group of people or individuals to be around when it's that's hard to do when you're raised and brought up in it. But that's pretty much all for today, man. We're gonna stay strong and post every day. Hopefully to encourage. Please like and subscribe, bro. If you don't like and subscribe, you made it this far. Like, do I just look good to you, bro? Like, come on, bro. Just click the button.